Now here's one local organization that continues to make a difference. For Our Daughters was created 7 years ago to encourage young women to live longer, happier lives by taking the reins on their health. Here with details on what they are up to in the new year is founder Mercedes Wilson. Good morning.
Good morning, Courtney.
Always good to see you.
You too. You too.
Let's talk about, I know you've been on AM Buffalo in the past, but let's remind our viewers how this organization started and what empowered you to do this.
Yes, and thank you to Channel 7 for all of your support throughout the years. As you said, it's been 7 years. In 2011, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer when I was 28 years old. Don't try to figure out my age. But I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer, and when my doctors started asking me questions about my family history, I couldn't answer them. You know, talking about health wasn't something that I grew up doing, and I wasn't comfortable with it. So at the time I had one daughter and one son, and I realized that I never wanted my children to grow up and go through what I went through because they didn't know. So For Our Daughters was really a vow to my children that they would never have to go through what I went through, simply because they didn't know their family history. So we started out going into high schools that I'm from. I was born in Medina, grew up in Lockport. So I went back to those schools and said, young ladies, go home, learn if you have breast cancer in your family. That was the goal. The young ladies started to speak up and say, well, Miss Mercedes, there's reasons why we don't. So we took that information and formed workshops. And that's exactly what we do. We go to different high schools. Now, the girls have to be actors. They have to act a little because we're doing workshops that are hands-on to show them their, to talk about their issues that cause them to not speak up to their parents, but we show them how to. We do the how-tos, how to communicate, how to get through those barriers to learn your family history.
How many young women do you believe that you have impacted throughout the years? Over
the years, thousands. I can tell you in 2012, we reached 700. This year, we're on pace for 3,000 young women.
Okay,
so,
unbelievable.
Yeah,
and you're growing.
We have grown, yes.
Yeah, you really are growing.
Yeah.
What are some of the key values that you're teaching these young women? They must come back to you and say thank you so much for all that you've done.
They do, because young women want to be heard. You know, and we do both sides of the coin, though. They want to be heard. We want them to know that what they have to say is important, but also there's communication gaps that teenagers have, right? I have a teenager at home. It is not always easy to talk to a teenager.
I was a teenager once. I know. My poor mother.
And I remember that being a difficult time for me.
Yeah.
So we really talk about respect. And to have communication, you have to have a level of respect. And you have to be willing to take a step, even if it's embarrassing or whatever it is, to say, hey, there's something I want to talk to you about. So those are the things that we really tackle. But in the bottom of it all, it's, ladies, you got to start with respect.
Are some of the young women hesitant about this? Because you said there's a lot of role playing and they're like, oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Yep. Teenagers love food and they love prizes. So if you take snacks and prizes, you'll get some young ladies that would never speak up, volunteering to do the acting out, and it's so fun. But you can see, or I can see when I'm there, their faces, where some are more timid than others, and then by the end of class, they're a little more relaxed. And those are the students that come to me at the end of class and say, I was a little too shy to speak up during class, but I want you to know that I heard everything that you said, and this really helped me.
And it's nice to know that you've opened that line of communication, right? So now they'll be in touch with you, or they'll reach out to you, and that's the point of all this. You mentioned workshops.
Yes.
What other activities are you going to be doing in the new year?
Yes, well, in May, we're hosting our 3rd annual Mother-Daughter Luncheon. This one is an ice cream social, and we're going to Anderson's to do that. It's going to be so fun. We do vision boards, and we have some really candid conversations between the mothers and the daughters. We bring in that other piece, which are the parents. It is such a good time to hear the laughter. There's crying because wait a minute, I didn't realize that that was your goal. Wait a minute, Mom, I didn't realize that you actually like spending time with me. And those are the moments that make us say, this is why we started For Our Daughters. This is why we started. And then in 2019, thanks to Majority Leader April Baskin and the Erie County Legislature, they have included us in their cultural arts funding. So we will be reaching at least 2,000 more girls. So in 2019, 2020, we have set our sights on reaching 5,000 young women across Erie County, or actually Western New York, but we'll be reaching out more to Erie County.
Mercedes, when you started this years ago, did you ever think that it would grow to what it is today?
Nope.
You must sit back and think to yourself, wow, I'm pretty proud of myself.
I tell you what, when we have board meetings, we sit around and we go, holy cow.
Yeah.
We have grown. And then we make more goals because we've made it. We've made it, but now we have more work to do. So there's always that after. So we have more work to do, but we have come a long way. The board of directors of For Our Daughters and the community support, like from Channel 7, has been tremendous. Yeah.
And you are growing.
Yes, we are.
This summer, a program
yes,
that you
our
are
summer
introducing.
program.
We have 60 seconds on the show,
okay.
so what can you tell us about it?
Our summer program, different. If you are a community center and you would like to have us come, let us know, because we're going to different communities across Western New York and doing the same things in the school, but to reach the young ladies that are in schools that we don't currently serve. So reach out to us.
Mercedes, so good to see you.
Yes.
Happy New Year to you.
Wrong hand. Thank you.
Good luck to you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Remember, everybody, for more information on For Our Daughters and how you can give back, make sure to visit forourdaughtersinc.org. Mercedes, we'll see you soon. Good luck to you. And everybody, we'll see you back here tomorrow on AM Buffalo Weekend at 9:30. Linda and I have so much in store for you. We'll see you soon and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.